What if I told you the world isn't a globe, but a flat disk? And what if there's a giant ice wall surrounding us, guarded by NASA? Sounds crazy, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of flat Earth theory. We're not here to convince you, but to explore 10 mind-bending facts that supporters of this idea truly believe. Let's get started. First up, the map. Forget the globe you spun in school. The most common flat Earth map is the azimuthal equidistant projection. Picture the North Pole at the very center, with all the continents spread out around it like spokes on a wheel. And what about the edge? That leads us to our second point, the ice wall. Flat Earthers believe Antarctica isn't a continent at the bottom of the world, but a massive wall of ice, hundreds of feet high, encircling the entire flat plain. They claim it's there to keep the oceans from spilling over, and some even believe it's guarded to prevent us from discovering the truth. Third, gravity. How do things stay on the ground? It's not the force of gravity as we know it. The theory of universal acceleration suggests the flat disk of the Earth is constantly accelerating upwards at 9.8 meters per second. This constant upward motion pins us and everything else to the surface. It's like being in an elevator that never stops going up. Fourth, what about the sun and moon? They aren't millions of miles away. Instead, they are small local objects, maybe only 32 miles in diameter, circling just a few thousand miles above the Earth. They act like spotlights, illuminating different parts of the world as they move, which explains day and night. Fifth, the conspiracy. This is a big one. Flat Earth believers argue that the idea of a globe Earth is the biggest lie in history. They believe space agencies like NASA, governments, and scientists are all part of a massive conspiracy to hide the true shape of the Earth. Why? The reasons vary, from controlling humanity to hiding more land and resources beyond the ice wall. Number 6 is all about perspective and vanishing points. You know how a ship seems to disappear over the horizon. They say it's not because of the Earth's curve, it's simply the law of perspective. Things get smaller as they get farther away, until they become too small for our eyes to see. They argue that with a powerful enough zoom lens, you can bring that disappeared ship right back into view. Seventh, let's talk about air travel. Ever wonder about flight paths? Flat Earthers point to certain flight routes, especially in the southern hemisphere, that they say make no sense on a globe model but are perfectly straight lines on their flat map. They see this as evidence that pilots are secretly navigating a flat plane. Eighth, the stars. Flat Earthers believe the stars aren't distant suns, but are fixed to a rotating dome, or firmament, above the Earth, much like an ancient planetarium. This dome slowly spins, creating the illusion of celestial movement we observe each night. The North Star, Polaris, is special because it's positioned directly above the North Pole, the center of the disk, which is why it appears stationary. Ninth, where's the curve? Flat Earth supporters often challenge people to find visible evidence of the Earth's curvature. They argue that over long distances, like across large lakes or plains, the surface appears perfectly flat. They perform their own experiments with lasers and high-altitude balloons to prove the absence of a curve, rejecting scientific explanations for why it's not easily visible to the naked eye. Finally, our 10th point is about water. The simple principle is that water always finds its level, it stays flat. So, they ask, how can massive oceans curve and cling to the outside of a spinning ball? They see the flat, level nature of water as fundamental proof that the Earth itself must be a flat, level surface. So there you have it, 10 fascinating ideas from the world of flat Earth theory. It's a rabbit hole of alternative science, grand conspiracies, and a complete reimagining of our place in the cosmos. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unusual, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.